All right. This is Jerry Diamond, How to Get Out of Babylon, Flat Earth Homeland, and Jersey, Woman of the Woods. This is part 3, I believe, part 4, of Brains over Brawn, using wheels and leverage to move weight and loads, heavy loads. There you go. All right, so we covered this guy. Do-it-yourself operation, awesome, fabulous job. I mean, all kinds of kudos to this guy. That is one of the most brilliant things I've seen in a long time. Now, as opposed to the, like I said, the firewood hauler I talked about earlier, and that stone picker, digger, upper outer. I mean, for crying out loud, this thing, I was by a store yesterday, and 2 of them bikes just around here, $45. So $90, you got the bikes and cobble the materials together from free and just junk you got laying around. Less than $150, you could have this put together in most parts of the country. All right. Next. Now, this is a system, and I am absolutely blown away by it. This is what I'm recommending people. I mean, the cart thing that he just built, the four-wheel cart, phenomenal. Build one. But again, you can throw everything of that on a car, in a car. This, however, you can stick it, well, this would take a large trunk to get all the components in, because this thing has a lot of parts. This is a wheelbarrow in essence, okay? What you're seeing here is a guy popping the handles out and getting ready to throw it in the trunk, okay? So those 2 little orange levers here, right there, they're spring loaded, you slide them out, you pop the handles out. He's going to hand the handles to his wife. There, he's starting to pop them out, okay? And then he gives them to his wife, and he throws the thing in the trunk. Sideways, lengthways, either way. Okay? You can use it as a 2-wheel dolly, appliance dolly, and this is the only, it's tall enough and bulky enough and heavy enough to do that. Okay, you'd obviously have to have a strap on it. I mean, this for taking up a ramp or something, you'd want to have that strapped on with a real load strap. Okay. Another hand cart configuration, shopping. You wheel it out from the garage, load the stuff up. It'll haul about 300 pounds. This is another accessory setup. The front there, you'll see this again, but the handle and the 2 more wheels and a tray and a seat come with that. So handle, wheels, the part, the tray, and a seat, 5 pieces, make that into a 4-wheel wagon. Now, here, when you pull this out, the wheels swing back and the landing gear comes down. You pull that out, and that landing gear, the 2 legs come down. So it makes it a 4-point stance instead of a 3. I cannot tell you how many times I have had a wheelbarrow loaded with whatever, firewood, who knows what, and boom, it falls over. Very frustrating. If you're on the least little unlevel ground, or if you let a little bit too hard to one side or the other, usually the side that's away from you, it normally falls away because you're throwing stuff at it or throwing stuff into it. Or, it's just the ground gets soft, weight gets in it, boom. Then you're picking everything up that you just put in it. That will never happen with this thing. This thing is heavy duty. Okay, it has 2 arms that swing down where you can just put it on the ground, this web strapping, roll a rock onto it, clip these 2 things up there, and now you have the capability of wheels and leverage, 2 wheels, and the leverage of those 2 arms to carry that rock. They say the limit there is 80 pounds. All right. Another shot of that. It actually comes with a little spacer to hold a 5-gallon jug, carboy, or if you had a welding cylinder, oxyacetylene, propane, whatever, there's one place there and 2 places here to hook into. So you could put it up here for a taller cylinder. The same thing that hauled the rocks. There's another attachment where it's just a buckle, tightener, 2 rings. Put it on a pot, boom, you can haul it, no problem. And it'll swing just like a, if you're going up a hill or down, it'll stay vertical because the weight of the pot will hold this vertical without dumping it. I mean, you could go up a hill, down a hill, upstairs, whatever. Doesn't make any difference, up a ramp. It will stay vertical, perfectly vertical, just like a lamp in a ship. This is a configuration for an attachment. That comes with it, the little holder here with a little bungee cord to hold the bag in place. So that's another just pretty cool little deal. Heavy duty, with a heavy duty bag in there, you can really cram some stuff in there. Firewood hauler. This is another extra accessory. That's about $20, but it's a heavy duty canvas thing, and then the legs down there, the cantilevering things for when it's a hole in the rock or the plant or a hole in the rock. Those legs now act as the base for your firewood. Firewood obviously has to be long enough to go across those two, so about 18 inches your standard firewood length. And then the fabric holds it in place, and it just clips on there in about 2 seconds. Firewood hauler. There's your garden cart rig. That cart, the handle, and I believe the handle, is 2-piece, 2 wheels, the little mechanism hooking into the cart, that tray there for drinks and tools, and the seat. So you can actually sit on it and scoot on down the garden. And then your handles actually fit in. When you pop the handles off, they fit in there somewhere. That's a shot of it all put together. And you can see here the landing gear, quote unquote, are back, so your wheels are lower to the ground. With the load, with the landing gear down and the wheels further down, up, whatever. The load is higher now. Another accessory, water bag, about $20. 20 gallons of water. Put a sprinkle head on it. Water with it. You'll see that orange plate there. We'll get to that in a minute, but you'll see that hole in the middle. That's for trailers, moving trailers. Takes up about a footprint space in a shop. There you go. So there's a ball on that. There it is. There's a ball. I mean, this is a video, so this is not just still shots. This actually, that's, I'm going to guess, 700 to 1,000 pounds of weight on the trailer, between the trailer and the quad, the four-wheeler. This guy just comes up, scoops up there, doesn't even have to clip it on, starts moving it, pushing it, and he's actually going uphill, and he does it real easily. He's not pushing, sweating, or, nothing. Boom. I got these in reverse because that's how I did them, So you just bolt a ball on there and you're good to go. There's another shot of it. It actually would fit behind a door, a lot of doors, like in our warehouse here. That thing, you could stand it upright vertical like that behind the door. Amazing. There's no wheelbarrow in the world you can do that with. Garden cart setup there. You see the orange at the front there. Your cantilever wheels at the back. Your cantilever levers at the back. So you can hang stuff on there, put tools on them, whatever. Those two clips there are for tools and whatnot. And at first I was going like, oh, that's silly. And I'm thinking, let's see, a knife, a machete, an AR-15, a shotgun. You're out working. You need to have whether you're working around snakes, coyote, whatever. Not coyotes. They never come around during the day. But predators, 2-footed or 4-footed, either one. You might want to have a weapon handy. So, up in Montana, there's a video. Ain't been posted. It was a YouTube channel. They were raising ducks. I don't know why they picked grizzly country to raise ducks, but 3 grizzlies were wanting to come in there, and they yelled at them. They didn't have a gun. Oh, we can't have a gun because our neighbors are mad at us. I don't know. I hope they're still alive. But it didn't seem like the quack, 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 quack going on with there's, hungry grizzlies around. So, shotgun there. 416 Weatherby in the case of grizzlies. Something really big. A big boom boom. All right, anyway. Yeah, you got the idea. Divider, organizer, compartment, fits in the whole inside interior of the cart. Velcro, removable, divider compartments, you can adjust it. This is, again, in reverse. She's just taking it out here. So, I mean, from the first time I ran across these people, I could see they were very designing really interesting things. And this is the most phenomenal thing. Since sliced bread, maybe since, the invention of the wheel, this thing is a piece of work. Now, there you can see where the cart handles go in, or the handles going down to the bottom there. And then the wheels are no flat wheels, so you're never going to have to air them up. Never going to have to worry about airing them. They're solid. I don't know how they'd be for going down, trekking down the highway at 500 miles, but you'd always wrap them with, I would wrap them with something if I was going to do that, whether it was cloth or rubber or old inner tubes or something. Some Kevlar would be great. Anyway, this is a home and garden show. Tools in it, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and it's got a shoulder strap on it. That bag has a shoulder strap so you can, haul it around. So this is a number of different devices that it replaces. You got to think for a propane bottle there, a little cart, a bigger cart, a firewood cart, which I was actually looking at. Not that I'm hauling a lot of firewood by hand, but moving to the hobby farm, I was actually looking at them, pricing them. They're about $75, $100 for a good one. Don't ever buy junk, They're made to go upstairs. So anyway, this thing replaces that and replaces this and replaces the other thing, and a cylinder and a wheelbarrow and, a dolly for moving stuff, for moving trailers and on and on and on. That replaces several $100s, probably about $1,000 worth of other tools. This is showing they're going to pick up the pair of boots and then roll it back in there, and it takes up about the same, about 1 foot of footprint space. 1 foot by 2 foot. 3 bales of hay, and those are big bales of hay. They look like they're pretty hefty, but you're talking about 80 pounds. Heavy bale could be pushing 100 pounds, but it'll haul 300 pounds, no problem. Moving a trailer. Several different shots of that. Here's a lady trucking along with a rock, no problem. Big plant there. That's a lot of dirt in there. That's probably 100 pounds, close to it anyway. This is at a show, so they got a sandbag, a 50-pound bag of sand, letting people pick it up. And they'll do it in a regular wheelbarrow and then in that one. And they're like, "Whoa, this feels like it weighs 80 pounds. Oh, this feels like it weighs 10 pounds. It compounds because the weight is right directly over the wheel. It puts the weight on the wheels, not on your back." Another trailer moving. Rock moving. That's a good one. Now, on the tub on the right there, it's also like an extended forklift, an extended pickup dolly, appliance dolly for a lot of cases. That's moving a pot. Rock. Firewood. There, again, moving something that's big and bulky and long, you just scoop it with them wheels, the cantilever bars, and pick it up. Another pot. Stack of chairs, the same bars. Put big things on them. Going up a ramp with an appliance dolly. As an appliance dolly with an appliance. Bales of hay. It's got a snow shovel attachment, for crying out loud. My word, All right. I'm going to stop there and try to keep these under 15 minutes. It says 8 and 1, it's more than that. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant.